Am I in dreamland? Charlie Wyke actually scored a goal. Yeah, I don't know what on earth the Swindon defence was doing for it, because when I looked at the goal, when I was watching the game with the lads, and when I watched the goal, I couldn't believe that it actually had counted. I actually thought that, first of all, I thought that there would have been a catch somewhere, but mainly I thought, this is offside. There's no way that that's going to stand. And then I saw the scoreboard switch to 0-1. I was like, oh my god, Charlie Wyke's actually scored. And I'm not gonna lie, I had been critiquing Wyke, certainly to start the game off with, and he did get better as the game went on. I do still stand by my point that I don't think Wyke is good enough. I still think that if you play him consistently enough, Sunderland will find it more difficult to score goals. But score today, can't knock the lad. Can't knock the lad. So, very big positive there. Hopefully he prove. I really do want Wyke to prove me wrong. I just still don't rate him. But anyways, on the quick negatives, Jordan Willis obviously got an injury not long into about midway into the first half, maybe 15-20 minutes in or something like that. Either way, at some point in the first half, Willis got an injury, which we're hoping it's not too serious, but he did also go on crutches. I think it was after half time to watch the second half, so that I think he's going to be out for a while, unfortunately. So Flanagan's back for Tuesday, and Sanderson has of course signed on deadline day from Wolves. So we'll see what happens with that one. Obviously, Swindon did have a claim for a penalty at the start of the second half, where Luke O'Nien stuck his leg out, and whoever it was that was perceived to have been fouled went down to the floor. It's one of those things. It was like the Peterborough penalty for me, where I think that whatever way you're going to appeal it depends on what side of the spectrum you're on. If we'd have conceded that, I might have said that was harsh. If it had been us who was looking for that, you could say, oh, well, it's a penalty, so it all depends, really, doesn't it? But we got away with that, I suppose, and obviously we got a penalty ourselves. Maguire did the work, cut in down from the right-hand side, got into the box, was fouled, and was clinical with the penalty, which is what we needed. And obviously, the biggest positive for me, another clean sheet. 4 clean sheets in the first 5 league games, and the only goal we have conceded so far this season, again, was a penalty. Obviously, again, at some point we are going to concede goals from open play, but hopefully that very rarely happens. But it's a solid start. It's a very solid start in that regard. And I did say before the game today that no less than 3 points is acceptable, and we got the 3 points, thankfully. My criticism maybe is that we didn't really seem to get out of first gear, and that's not a dig at Swindon, because I thought Swindon would offer a little bit more than they did. But like I said, defensively for the first goal, Swindon were all. If that was us, I'd be fuming at that. Swindon were all over the place defensively. Which is true when listening to the podcasts in midweek. Go and check out What the Folks, by the way. There's a shout out for you, Graham. Very good podcast in particular. But in saying that though, very, very, very positive result. You can't knock it. I've always said keeping clean sheets is such a massive thing, because it gives you a very good foundation to start with, and gives you the platform to go and build on it and get the 3 points from there. Because Sunderland, for me, always have 1 or 2 goals in them every match. They always have them in them every match. And keeping clean sheet, while I don't expect clean sheets every game, obviously, I do expect probably around about 20 clean sheets, preferably more, but, obviously I'm not going to be that delusional. So, let me know in the comments below what you think, guys. Obviously, it's a very good. So, obviously, now we've got 11 points from the first 5. When again, you bear in mind that we obviously had Oxford, who were 90 minutes away from the playoff, 90 minutes from promotion last year. I think Oxford might have lost today, but I'm not sure about that. Then Peterborough, obviously, you have Peterborough have one of the best attack lines in the league, in my opinion, and obviously Charlton, who will improve as the season goes on, and were in the Championship last year. It's a pretty decent start. Let's hopefully continue it going. Tuesday night against Crewe, same thing. We need 3 points. No less is good enough. So let's wait and see what happens there. I love you and leave you there, guys. Enjoy your Saturday evening. And fingers crossed this is the start of these 5 games are the start of another 41 successful league matches afterwards, which culminates in Sunderland getting back to the Championship.